All right, guys. Well, let's get rolling. And again, my name is Sibron Walker. I run Walker Creative, a digital marketing agency. We've been around for about 9 years. We help small businesses all over the country. We are specialists with medical practices such as veterinarians, optometrists, orthodontists, dentists. We love working with practices, but we have clients of all types all over the country. And my whole purpose for this workshop is to help you, give you best practices and tools that can help you to get where you want to go with your marketing programs. All right, so here we go. And David, let's roll with the next slide after the survey. And that is, okay, here we go. So as a first step, this is a very primary point of getting your marketing right. You don't want to shotgun your marketing out to quote unquote, just everybody that you could possibly reach, every human. $37 billion is wasted every year by companies that just send out advertising or just send out flyers or promo or put up a billboard somewhere, and it's not talking to the right person that you want to talk to for your services and products. And these three arbitrary people I've thrown up here, the older woman here, she is the grandmother audience. The seniors, they might have small animals. They might have kids with kids. That's that type of person. That might be your target audience, depending on what you do. If you're into retirement planning, this might be the kind of person that's your target audience. Or you have the Kirk type of target audience, the young dudes, right? And they're going to be on Instagram. They're going to be on certain types of social media. They're going to have certain types of interests. And your products and services might be targeting that type of person, male or female, it doesn't particularly matter. Or it might be the mompreneurs, the Steffies here at the bottom. That might be, if you are a dentist or an orthodontist or doing something that moms are going to be the decision maker in a major way. I mean, certainly dads are involved in things and the minimum, but if this might be your target audience, then you have to know that that's your target audience. So when we're talking about your marketing, we want to get our head straight about who we're trying to talk to. And when we can do that really well, all of our marketing efforts are that much more impactful, that much more effective. So with whatever you're doing, look at data, look at things that are going to tell you characteristics, characteristics, and you can write this down, characteristics of those who've bought your products or services, right? Where do they live? Why do they buy from you? How old are they? What are their interests? These kinds of questions that you can answer. Some of the information might be in invoices from them. They've come to you in the last couple of months, and you go, wow, there's some commonalities of the people I've been helping in my community. Or if you're a national business, the type of people that buy from me, right? So start to figure out the characteristics of who you want to help or who you figured out you do help, right? You can look at social media about your products and services and who's engaging with that social media, right? On Facebook or Instagram. You can look at those profiles of people that are engaging with those types of services. It might not even be, if you just started a profile on one of these platforms, but look at the products and services of other people, other businesses, other people that do these things, and look at who's engaging. That can be another way to go, okay, you didn't really realize it, but it actually happens to be the 30 or 40-year-old dad market that's really engaging with this type of product and service. And that can change the way you think about the marketing you're putting together and the way you write it and how you get it out to your target audience. So this is a key point to be looking at. So you can also survey competition and who they're targeting, right? So you go, okay, these are my three biggest competitors, and you can start looking at the advertising they're doing, the social media they're doing, and if they've been going after it and if they've been effective at it, well, it's good to sort of like look at them as a model for, okay, this can give me some insight into how to talk to my target audience. I'd like to get some feedback. If anybody, does this make you think about with your marketing that how you might have to adjust something. Does anybody have some feedback for me of how they've sort of realized they need to think about the marketing they're doing? Give me you can put your mic on or give me a hands up. I love to have some interaction here.
Well, hey, Sabron, Thomas here.
Yeah.
As a small business guy, my biggest concern or my biggest challenge is well, you made a good point. How do I know what market I'm actually going after? Like up to now, it's been primarily, small businesses, small agencies. But maybe I'm going after the wrong audience. That's really
what's your business? What's your business for the whole group?
I do. I'm an IT guy, but I do web hosting. It's one of my primary things. I also do cybersecurity, and so obviously I'd like to get in front of the business owners and help them with their cybersecurity concerns or hosting websites. And so for me, it's been a challenge to find the target audience that I'm actually going after.
Right. Yeah. So it's like, who needs this web security? I mean, certainly any business could, but what level of business? Is it a small business? Is it medium-sized business? And also, you might be able to talk the right language to certain types of business because you might, I mean, we can get really out there, but car repair shops you don't know anything about car repair shops, so marketing them might be tough for you, but you know a lot about, certainly IT, right? So it's like, what other companies out there that might need IT support that, or web support that you really can talk their language.
Right. Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, great. Thank you for that. All right. I'm going to keep rolling unless someone else has something they want to bring up about that. All right, let's keep rolling. See your business through the eyes of your customers. You have to be able to step back as a business owner, and really super important point, because a lot of times as a business owner, we're in the stress of running our business, of serving our clients, serving our patients, serving our customers, selling our products, fixing up our products, constantly involved in the business. And so we don't step back and look at our website, look at our social media, and be the public for a minute. And so to do that, and you have this, you can, and I'd like you to do this as a drill for yourself. We're not going to be able to necessarily do this today, but I would like you to do it for yourself, is to look at your website, look at your social media, also look at your competitors' website and social media. Spend about 15, 20 minutes doing this later today or over the weekend, and be the customer. Look at what you're doing through the eyes of your customers. And if you do marketing for other people, this is a great thing for you to do to help them as well. If you're going to do a coaching session with them or have a meeting with them, and you go, good, let's look at what you got. How does it really look to the outside world? Not you, because you're like, well, it's beautiful, or I like this because, I like photography. Well, your target audience might not care at all about that, right? And let's look at some examples of how that can be done, right? So this is a client who's an endodontist up in the Twin Cities up in Minnesota. And the before website over here on the right side is, a bunch of boxes. Most of those pictures are stock photos, not necessarily related to dentistry. And you'll see, of course, the navigation is along the side of it. And it's a little bit confusing. You're not sure if you're supposed to click on the photos or the navigation. How do you go around this website? And so they're a client of my agency, and we rebuilt their website a few years ago. And it was great, actually. JD, the doctor here, you can see him about to shake the hand of that client. He was on the workshop last month, and they're a great group up there in the Minnesota area. And we rebuilt their website to humanize it, to portray it to the patients that they're going to get, to the dentists that might work with them in partnership. And it really changed the game for how they're reaching their audience, how they're communicating with their audience, that they're family oriented. You want to be friends with them. We are real human beings. So it really changed the game, and it looks like something you want to present yourself with to your target audience. Another one was this orthodontist in North Carolina. And this was his website before. And it was interesting because I did a Zoom with him, And this is something to think about if you are the type of person that you're going to, try to get a new client, and you're going to have a Zoom, or you're going to meet with them, and you're going to discuss the service you can offer them. Well, let's take a look in my world, right? Your world would be different, but I go, let's take a look at your website. Okay. So I'd like someone in the group to tell me, what does this website look like it could be a website for? The one on the right side.
Some kind of nature walk or something.
Camping site.
Camping site, travel site, nature walk site. Okay, one more person. What could it be?
Could be a wellness, maybe.
Yeah, could
kind
be
of getting out in nature, a wellness website.
Yeah, like take the stress off your life. I thought photography maybe too. And it's a site for an orthodontist where kids go get braces. That's what this business does. And their target audience is a lot of moms. I'd say 80% moms. And so I said, okay, so you have a nature photo with this stainless steel looking navigation area here. And I said, I talked to him about his target audience, and he said, well, I took that photo. So I like that photo because I took that photo. It's, in my area where I live. I said, I understand you like it, but let's talk about business here. Let's talk about making sure you're communicating to your target audience. And he was like, holy crud. And it was almost like funny because it was a bit embarrassing. And it was like, we need to do something with this. And so we built him a new website. This banner here on the website is actually a video. So it sort of presents the practice. You sort of get a walk around the office. It presents who they are, what they do. And again, the whole point is to really communicate properly who you are as a business to your target audience. And certainly we're looking at a website here. It could be your Facebook page. It could be your YouTube channel homepage. It could be a billboard you might put in your community above your building or just in the town you are. It doesn't matter what we're talking about here as the media we're using. It's how we're presenting ourselves to our target audience. And also when you're talking about your website, let's talk about the most important pages of your website. This pie chart you're looking at is based on a survey I had my team do of all the Google Analytics of all of the websites we're taking care of. And we found some interesting data here. And certainly the homepage you'll see is this biggest, chunk of the pie. Your homepage is where most people are going to, land, find out about you. But after that, what's the next things? The About Us page. Well, a lot of websites, you might have a team page that just has a bunch of photos of your team members, maybe. Or it might just be, you don't really have an About Us page, but you have a page that's about the owner. And it just is like biographical. That's okay. But what people want to connect with is, what's the culture of your business about? What do you believe in? What are your values? Because in today's world, a differentiator for your business is your values and the things you believe in and what's important to you. And maybe you want to be family focused, family oriented, or when you're a client of our business, we want to be friends with you. We want to be more than providing a service. We want to feel like there's a friendship here. When you come to our office, you're at home. So that kind of culture communication is so important in today's day and age because they want that more personal human touch. So that's what we found with this survey is the About Us page. So it's more than pictures of the staff or more than biographical about the owner. It's about the company. It might even have pictures of the company outings you did over the holidays when you all went to dinner together and then went sledding. Or, obviously that would be if you were in the snow area, but maybe you all went mountain biking together or had a fishing trip or what have you, or things that the staff love to do and photos of that. That could be very fun. And it tells people that could be part of, become a client of you or a customer of you, that this is the type of business they are. We're fun, we're cool, we're human, right? That's important today. All right, next up after that is your blog pages. And that was a very interesting find. because well-written blogs that are and I don't want to get too high gradient here, right? But that are SEO optimized, search engine optimized, which means that Google will help present them to people that are searching for that information, and they'll arrive to your website because you have the answers in a blog article about your industry. So well-written blogs, at least posted once a month on your blog page, can get traffic to your website. Very important, right? And then after that, it's your service-related pages, the pages that are about the services you offer. And then finally, the Contact Us page. And I think that's really just because it's going to have your phone number or your address or a map on how to get there. And so people want to be able to go to your contact page just because they want to give you a call or know how to get to your office. So those are your pages. If you're building a new website or building a website for somebody, or just looking at a refresh, these are the things to definitely think about for your top pages of your website. All right, let's keep rolling. Google, 92% of searches are going to be on Google today. Hyper important when we're talking about Google. And I want to show you something. Let's see if I can get, while I search for this, David, I am going to pop off of there and go to here. But I would like to see the group again. And who here is thinking about a website refresh, rebuild, or working with somebody on that? And what we were just talking about gives them some ideas about how they can make that an improvement. Any ideas here? Dr. Luther? Oh, let's get her mic on.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Yes, we're good.
Okay. Yeah. Well, you've looked at ours, and it's lacking in a lot of ways, even though I paid a lot of money for it, and the SEO that goes with it, and the blogs. I mean, we do all that, but yet we're still not on the front page of Google, despite all of that. So something needs to be done, you know.
Yeah, it's a great point. And with Dr. Luther, we actually had a call. It was yesterday, right?
Yeah.
We had a call yesterday, and we talked about this, and my team has already dived into your website, and well, it's bad news. It's also good news because we know what's happening at a surface level. We're going to dive deeper and deeper, actually, but on a surface level, I have some answers for you. And so, like I say, we don't like to hear that there's mistakes, but what's good is we finding them, and we can fix them. We can fix that. And there's some big things that we can do to, I mean, literally turn the whole thing around 180 degrees. So I was happy about that, because it wasn't like, oh, it's not so bad. Because when you come back and you're looking into it and you're like, why isn't things working? Why is the marketing we think we're doing right not working? And you go, well, it should be. It doesn't look that bad. Then you're like, what? I'm lost. Like there's something we didn't find, but we found something. We found something. Yeah. So I'm happy to. Yeah. So we'll be able to talk about that. So yeah, good point. Thanks for bringing that up. So the next thing I wanted to do, we're going to jump that. We have, like I said, I'm going to just cruise through this so to make sure we get you as much information as we can today in this time we have together. So let's look at this page here. This is a page. You've hopefully, as a business owner out there, Google Business Profile. Now, second to your website, or if you're going to be working with someone to help them get their business better known, second to your website, your most important profile. This is more important than your Facebook profile, more important than your LinkedIn profile or your Yelp profile or whatever profile we might be talking about that's a place on the internet, is your business profile on Google. It used to be called Google My Business. Now it's called Google Business Profile. I am logged into a client right now. This is a veterinary client in Sedona, Arizona, and they're an awesome practice, built their building, beautiful place. But so this is when you're logged into Google, you log into Google, like to do your Gmail or what have you, you will go here in these are the Google apps. Okay. And you will the little house is your Google Profile Manager, right? And you can also go to your YouTube channel here and all the other Google Drive and the Google apps that are here, right? You get there by clicking on the little boxes. This will be maybe your initials or your photo when you're logged into Google. So when you click on the little blue house, you go to your profile manager and it'll look like this. This is where you edit your profile. You can read reviews, right? So you can go here and you can read reviews about your business. You can answer them, right? You can do things about the reviews. You can go here to add photos, right? So you go here and you can add photos by clicking here. So this is where you manage it. This is really, really important for your business to optimize your Google business profile. If you have not looked at this in a long time, then you need to be at least every few weeks going here, adding new photos, adding updates. You can go through, when I say edit the profile, so you go down here, right? It's going to have your phone number and your hours, right? So if I click on here, it'll break down and show the hours of the business. You want to make sure these are actually accurate. You want to make sure they are also reflected accurately on your website. So your website and your Google business profile are the same as far as hours, phone number, and that type of thing. Also, when you go down here, once it's been active for a while, it'll show your, your busyness times. It'll show summaries of reviews that you're getting. It'll have this, and you need to go in and do this, is write a summary of, it's like, this is an about us page. You could, if you had a good about us page on your website, you could copy that text and you could dump it in here on your Google business profile. And this is about your business, right? And then after that, you do updates. Now, these are like Facebook. Now, I don't want to be talking too fast, a lot of information here, but these are like Facebook posts. They're called updates, Google business updates, right? And these are things you can see, you can add an update. If I click here, you can drag a photo and then you can put a description of the photo, just like if you were doing a post on Facebook, and you can have a photo and then you can talk about what's in the photo. And that's really great. And then you can even add a button. So I could add a button here that is like a learn more button, right? That it could even link right to your website. So if I was to click on this one, this is is your furry friend scratching da 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 da, and then it's even got some hashtags, and it's like a little update. So you can do these and add these on your Google business profile, and you should be doing this at some schedule. I'm not saying you have to do this like every day. You don't need to post on social media every day. You just don't. You need to post good stuff on social media at least a couple times a week. But posting every day is not important if it's bad quality. Quality is always more important today than quantity. Definitely remember that. Quantity does not matter anymore. The quality of your posts, even once a week, a great post that's very human, that shares what you're doing, is better than 5 terrible quotes or stock photos, right? So, you can post here on updates. That's great. This will contribute to people finding you when they, quote unquote, Google you, right? So this is part of the job of optimizing your Google business profile so that when people are on Google looking for a business that, is what you do, they find you above your competitors who are not doing it. It also links to your key profiles and so forth, right? And of course, we're seeing this business all over here as well, as far as all their YouTube channel and other places where we can find them online.
Can I ask a question?
Yes, you definitely can ask a question. I think that was Paul.
Yes.
Yep.
So, like, I don't live anywhere, so I don't have a home area,
Right.
but yet I want to have a Google presence for my new financial coaching business. How do you do that with Google My Business and not have a local area? Like, I hang out a lot in West Palm Beach, but that's not really, I don't spend enough time to say I want all my customers in that area.
Well, let's take mine.
I want global.
Right. Well, and you can do global. I'm going to use my agency as an example and see, let's just look at my Google business profile, right? So Walker Creative Digital Marketing Agency. Let's just see what happens here. All right. So this is my website, right? And here's my Google business profile. Oh,
you're not sharing.
There we go. Okay. So I Googled Walker Creative Digital Marketing Agency. So you can obviously see my website here and you see my profile. Well, look, this has no address because Walker Creative, I have some international clients, but mostly I am North America. And look what it did. Because of the way I set up my profile, it shows that I am all of North America. So I have no address. I'm all of North America. And it has, you know, my reviews. It has my links. It has my information about my agency. It has updates. I did an update 20 hours ago. That's great. And so that is, if you were Paul, for you, this is how you could set it up. Now,
Okay.
we have had hiccups with this because Google, for the most part, is wants local businesses to have an address. And, you know, but if you don't, you can do this. But what Google did with me a while back is they said, well, what's your address? And I actually lost my profile for a couple of months because I had to write to them. And there's a whole process for that. And you can write to them and you go, look, here's my documentation. I am a real business, but I don't serve a community. I serve a country. And so they went, oh, okay, we get it. And then my profile went back up. So,
Okay.
so that's how you could do it, Paul. And for anybody else on here, if you're like an agency style business or a coaching business that handles people from all over the country type of thing, you can do your thing like this. All right. Hope that helps. All right. Let's go back to the slides. I'm over here. I'll present. All right. So there we go. Google is important. And I just talked about the Google Business Profile. There we go. That was what that was about. And in reviews. So you saw with the Oak Creek Vet Clinic, they had a bunch of reviews. Reviews are vital. And all we have to do, yep, someone had a question? Didn't hear you. Please try again. Okay, maybe that was background noise. When you, as a customer, not a business owner or marketing person, but you're like, I need a haircut near me, or I need a vet, you know, dog care near me, or anything like that, you're going to Google, what do? Well, oftentimes you're going to go, oh, there's a local business that does that. It's a restaurant. You're going to look at their reviews because you care about what other people are saying about them. So Google is the primary place where everybody looks at people's reviews. There's certainly Yelp. Yelp is an interesting challenge for many people, and I'm sure there's people right here on this call that will agree with me on that. But the primary place is Google. There's also on Facebook, there's recommendations, right? But still, the primary place is Google. And you want to get a bunch of positive reviews, and they don't all have to be 5-star, but you want reviews on it because that's where people are going to go to see what other people have said about you. So Google reviews, and you can do certain things. You can certainly say, hey, look, feedback for my business really supports what we're doing, but not only because we want people to see the reviews of how nice we are and how great we are, but also my staff or myself use it as feedback to keep improving the way we serve our clients, right? So there's a really good way you can have that conversation to get people to do reviews for you, right? So it doesn't sound salesy or pushy. Now you can send out emails, and let me actually really quick, I'm going to jump back because this will help everybody see it. Glasses back on. Where is this? Okay, if we're back here and everybody can see my screen here with the Oak Creek Google. Okay, good. If you click on read reviews, if you're logged in here, it says get more reviews, this thing here. If I click on it, Google actually provides you with a short link, and you just click this to copy it. And then you can stick that link into a text or an email. So you just served a client and you go, you know, I know he's happy with what I've done with him. I'm going to send an email to him and say, hey, Joe, you know, it's great working with you on this, blah, blah, blah. You know, what would really help my business is if you could do a review for us on Google, because we're always trying to improve our services and just like I've been telling. So send that link out. It's actually, Google wants you to do that. Google is fundamentally trying to help consumers find good products and good businesses. So when there's reviews about the business, that helps everybody. So it's totally okay to do. So grab that link, email it out to people that you've served, or text it to somebody and say, hey, we'd love a review from you. So that's where you can get that link. All right. So it's when you're on your Google business page, you go here to read reviews, right? And you can even see if you go click here on your reviews. It doesn't open that way for some reason. All right. Well, you read the reviews and then, like I said, okay, let's go back to the slides. All right. You can also do a QR code on Canva. If anybody here has heard of Canva, canva.com, canva.com, you can actually create a little sign or poster. When you're a client of Walker Creative, we will tend to make these for you, and then you can put them up in your lobby, at checkout desks and so forth, or in treatment rooms, and you can have a little sign like this with a QR code. So you just take your phone and you, on the phone app, photo app, hover over that QR code, and it'll take the person on their phone right to your review page, and they can do reviews while they're sitting in the lobby or waiting if they have a child or a pet or whatever. If they're waiting for service of any type, they can do the review on their phones. Perfectly good way to do it. And you can make these on Canva. If you are working with Walker Creative, we do these with our clients so that you have them. All right. Then there are testimonials, like video testimonials, and these are the next level of reviews. And you can do these on your phone. You can have them professionally done with an agency or video production company. Walker Creative does this, but you want to start using testimonials of your clients, of your customers, the people you serve, to talk about you, because these can now go on YouTube. These can go on your website. These can go out on Facebook. These can go on LinkedIn. These can go on Instagram. They can go everywhere. And people, I mean, do you agree with me? People like to watch videos, right? Give me a thumbs up if you agree with me. All right. So start thinking with getting video testimonials. If you are a long distance, if you're a Paul and you're not in a town with your client, well, do a Zoom call just like we're doing right here and record it. And then there, you know, it might not be 4K high definition, right? But that isn't really the thing that matters most. It's that it looks real. It's a real customer. It's trustworthy. And it's a video recording of them talking about the services. And you can post that on your website, or just like I said, YouTube, Facebook, what have you. So you can do it that way as well.
Kind of hard to get reviews. Kind of hard to get reviews for mine because people are so embarrassed about how they've messed up their money. They don't want anybody to know.
Well, then don't talk about the details, but just say how great you are and talk about what you've done for them.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That's true.
Yeah. Yeah. No, there's an angle. There's an angle. Work out some questions. Look at how others have done it. You know, you could look at testimonials that Walker Creative has done. On our website, we have a videos page, and you can look at all types of versions. There is always a way to get great testimonials. And this slide here is just pointing up. YouTube is the second largest search engine in the world, second only to Google. Google actually owns YouTube. So when you start to get active on YouTube, then it plays a great role in your search engine optimization and people finding your business. And when they Google to find you, they will also find your YouTube channel listed on their Google search page. So start thinking with starting to use YouTube if you are not yet doing it. And then you can use your phone to do testimonials. These are examples where a dentist, this one in the left-hand side, this teenager here got braces with an orthodontist. The orthodontist literally just grabbed his phone and, you know, got okay from the mom, of course. And the kid shared how his braces they worked great. They actually got off faster than all of his friends. And, you know, use this dentist for your braces. Really great testimonial from a teenager. This other woman in the middle here, this was a restaurant client of mine, Walker Creative, and she was just talking about how wonderful the food was at this restaurant in downtown St. Petersburg. And this other one, of course, there's me in the picture with an orthodontist in Utah. And I just did, literally, you can do this, do a selfie testimonial, right? So David, here, let's see, let them show me on the camera so they can see me. So if you have your phone right? This is the high quality camera on your phone. This one here, right? Not the little, there's a little camera here, like you can do, that's my daughter. You can do a selfie, right? When you look at yourself on your camera. Well, if you're actually going to record a testimonial or record yourself, do it with this camera, right? So you hold it in a horizontal way like this, right? So you're going to hold it like this. You're going to push the video record and you're going to record it this way. That's going to get yourself a better quality video recording, and you're just going to look better. You're going to like it more, and much, much better than this, right? So that's for horizontal for YouTube or your website. If it's something you want to post on Instagram, well, that's vertical. I know it's a lot of details to probably remember, but like social media tends to be vertical. So you're going to record a video like this, right? And if it's going to be for YouTube or your website, you're going to go horizontal and record it like this, right? And these phones are so, like if you have an iPhone 13, 14 or newer, or a new, like a Samsung Android phone, these phone cameras, you know, to get things started, wonderful, can get you going on doing video, getting stuff onto your YouTube channel, getting stuff onto your social media. All right.
I wish they would come up with a phone that would record both the horizontal and the vertical at the same time.
Okay, well, now that you asked, this just came into the studio and I'm going to share it with you. This is, okay, now this is a little pricier. Well, actually, it's not as much as a phone, actually. This is about $500-600. This is called a DJI Osmo 3. This has a camera on top. It comes with a microphone that you can pin on to yourself, or you can leave on the device. And you'll see here, it's got the record button right there. This camera here actually tracks you, so you can move around and you can like walk with it, and the camera actually tracks your face. This is a fun little tool. If you are starting to get more into doing video and you want to look good for your social media, for your YouTube channel, here's a little tripod, right? That you can stick it on your desk. This is your answer, Paul. This little tool, DJI Osmo 3. Check it out. You can go onto Amazon and it'll be in your RV in a couple days.
So does it do both at the same time?
Records
Because
everything.
I always have to record. I always have to record everything twice because you have to do once vertical and once horizontal.
Well, you can do that in the editing as well, but it records vertical, horizontal. I would just record it in horizontal and then cut it, you know, tighten it up.
Yeah, but it's still doesn't do as good. It's distorted when you do it that way.
Yeah, I mean, there are little challenges. You are correct about that.
I always just record everything twice.
Yeah. Well, there you go. That's a good way to do it.
It would
All
be,
right,
it would be
but
kind of cool if they would, if
okay.
they'd let you do it at the same time.
Yeah, I know. But, you know, just that is like literally the latest toy for that kind of solution to record quickly with good sound, good video, 4K, that kind of thing. But before you even go up to that, all of us have one of these in our pockets, and this can get you going. All right, let's keep rolling. Time-wise, oh, we got about 9 minutes on it. I don't want to, oops, what did I do? Oh, that's funny. Went right to it. That's pretty fun. Present. All right, another big thing to get in is humanizing your social media. We cannot, in today's day and age, get away with posting stock photos or motivational quotes or pretty pictures that might, in some extended way, relate to my business. If you have a photo of handsome people hiking and you're a wellness office, yes, maybe they're related, but they know that those are not clients of yours. And it's just nothing I'm going to stop scrolling to look at. But if it's human and it's a real picture of you or your staff, you doing what you do to help people, you at your desk, recording a little 20-second tip on how to do this with this solution for your industry, that is going to get you engagement. That's going to get people stopping the scroll. That's going to get them to like it, to share it because it's useful or it's entertaining. The key things is it useful, like educational, or is it entertaining, or is it just cool? Or if it's very community oriented, is it sharing a story about something that happened locally or that you were involved with? So those are the things.
Sip Brown.
Yes.
I have two questions here. And what is the name of that device again?
You know what? Can we put a link in? We'll put a link in the chat to that product on Amazon. It's called the DJI Osmo 3. Pocket 3. So, but we're going to stick a link in the chat. Okay. So we'll do that for everybody. All right. Does that handle it? Okay. Was there another one, Tony?
No, that's it.
Perfect. Okay, good. Yeah, we'll put the link in. I think it's like our Amazon link that goes right there. Okay, good. All right. So we're talking about humanizing your social media. This is so important. This will change the game for your Facebook feed, for your Instagram feed, for your LinkedIn feed, whatever it is. And here's some examples of what we're talking about. The first picture there that's in the lower left, that is a dentist, and he just took a selfie photo of getting a haircut, and then was really gracious enough to then take a photo outside and then put them together of showing the business he was at. Got a lot of likes for the local business because he tagged the business, and also a lot of likes because it was just fun. He's a dentist. He doesn't need to take a picture of him getting a haircut, but it was just cute. He's a local guy a lot of people know. And so he posted it, and he's laughing, and he's just sort of making fun of himself. And it was great, very engaging. The next photo over there is a Facebook post about the office manager at a veterinary practice in Iowa. And they were acknowledging people love businesses that celebrate the staff members. When you really celebrate your staff, that is so popular right now, right? And share good news about them, share biographical things of things they like to do on the weekends or things they won. Maybe they're a softball player, or they're into dogs, or they do something that is neat. Share that kind of stuff on social media. So they had our birthday. So they had a birthday. This got a massive amount of engagement. This one over here is actually, I grabbed this. I thought it was such a great post. Dr. Luther, you're on the call here. This is a post she did actually a few days ago, I think. And this is a story about this, I think it's a golden retriever. And it was the quote here, the information, the text is actually a testimonial from the owner of this dog. And then along with she copied out the text of the review. This is a review. She copied that, put it in the post, and then put photos and video of the animal that she helped. What a wonderful post. Very human. And people love pets and animals. So this got a ton of engagement, right? Lots of shares, comments, and likes. And then finally, this is another client who actually is an auto repair shop, like where they fix cars that got in a car accident up in Northern California. And this is the owner of that shop. And he did a video where they were doing like a fundraiser type of thing. I don't know all the details, but he was just a video where he's doing a fundraiser, and he's like saying to the community, hey, we're doing this, come on down, you can be involved, da-da-da-da-da. Got a ton of engagement. It's very human. It's the owner of the business talking to the community about something that everybody could agree with, and gets lots of engagement. So these are all examples of how you can humanize your social feed, or humanize the social feed of your clients to help them to do better on social media, and, do something that the community or that your clients appreciate and want to be engaged with. All right. And user-generated content. What this is that your clients will post about you on their feed and tag your business, right? And you've heard of this, influencers, right? But before we get into like Kardashian influencers or sports influencers or that kind of thing, just really simple local people that you help that have a following on social media, and they record themselves or post something about how they used your product or got service from you, and they post it and tag you. Really great to reach out and expand your reach to more people on social media, all right? This is a great one. All right, and we have just a few minutes left. I'm going to roll through this to try to get to the end of the slides. Social media, 80-20 rule. 20% of your posts should be sales-oriented or making an offer, while 80% should be cool, fun, entertaining, educational, right? So if we were to break up, this is just an example of 5 days of the week. So 4 of those posts would be just fun, entertaining, educational posts, and only one would be, hey, for the next, 2 weeks, we're offering 50% off of this service, or we've bundled all these products together. And while it would usually cost $500 to get all these products individually, we're going to sell them all to you for $199 for the next 2 weeks. So make sure and come on down or give us a call. That would be a sales or an offer post. You only want one of those. For the other 4 would be humanizing posts. Okay. So that's a rule that is very workable for your content. So if you were to do 2 posts a week or 3 posts a week, let's say 10 for the month, well, 2 of those would be sales or offers, and the rest would be fun, entertaining, educational content. All right. I just talked about Canva with you. If you want to get that app, there's a free version of Canva, and it gives you a lot of tools that help you on designing things or making posts. Who here has used Canva already or uses Canva? Okay, got some hands. Good. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Anybody else? Let's see. All right. Okay, good. So Canva, great tool. And if you get the paid for version of Canva, which I don't know what the price is right now, maybe $7.99 or $9.99 a month, but they give you a bunch more tools that are even going into video and AI and the QR code thing I talked about. You can do that when you have the paid level of Canva. All right. Blogging. I talked about blogging being a big engagement place for your website and how it's really important to be blogging. Well, this is a powerful SEO tool. So start, and blogging, it's sitting down at a computer to write 800, 1,000 words about what you do or how you can help people. And it's, about how you take a dent out of a car, or a trick on if you got your car scratched, how you can like make it look almost invisible. Or if you're a veterinarian, it's like, how do you find a tick on your animal if it's tick season and that happens to be something that's big in your area? So here's a blog about how to search your pet's skin for abrasions or ticks or something like that, if that's something that's a popular question. Or if you do financial consulting, good. So here's something to think about 2 weeks before tax season or before taxes are due. This is something that will change the way you do your taxes, or a tool for doing your taxes, like something relevant to your industry that people will find interesting. Write a blog about it. And it does get traffic. And these are just 2 examples where I wanted to show that. What was this one? This was, okay, College Hills Vet Practice. This is a vet clinic in Texas. And we did a blog for them about flea and tick prevention. And this is showing the amount of traffic that blog was getting when we posted it. And this is the first page of Google. And it ranked the blog itself, just the blog page, not the website. Like, it's on the website, obviously, but it's that blog itself started to rank when you Googled flea and tick prevention. Here's another one we did where the blog was posted here. You can see my screen. And as soon as it was posted, it started getting traffic. And this is the best dog-friendly parks in College Station, Texas, right? So it's very specific, where we got like the 5 top dog parks in this area and did a blog about those dog parks and listed them out, and got a few comments about why each park was a great park for a dog park. So they can rank. And if you get details in your community that make it local, it can really be powerful to get traffic to your website and build your authority in your industry. All right. I hope what we've gone over today has helped you or given you ideas. If you just came away from this with 2 or 3 new ideas or fresh ways to approach something, that's great. That's a win for me. All right. And so these are external promotion ideas, things we've talked about today. Get your website in better order. I want your 2024 to be fantastic for you, to take what you're doing or how you're helping people to that next level. So get your website in order. Look at it with fresh eyes and improve it. PPC is pay-per-click advertising. So on Google, if you do a Google advertising, that's pay per click. So you're only paying when they click on it. You can start using that as a right-away way to get traffic, to get leads, right? Video and content we talked about. Start doing video, start using it. Social media, improve the way you're doing it. SEO, well, that's, the most initial way to do that is fix-ups on your website and blogging. Postcards and direct mail, In some areas, that's been very effective to do postcarding. That is expensive. Postage today is crazy expensive. So might not be something you want to do unless you have some money to invest in that, but it can be very effective to reach people that might not be in other ways, like on Google or on YouTube or on social media. I have noticed with some real estate clients that we're going after a senior audience, an older audience, that might just be looking at their mail still. That could be a good one for postcards and direct mail. Local video ads. Here, let's make sure they can still see the screen here. Local video ads, billboards, posters, flyers around the place, inside your business or in the community. And then, of course, putting some attention on getting reviews. Reviews are always going to help you. All right, so that is your sort of plan right here. Website, online presence with Google Business Profile, social media, YouTube video, reviews, getting your SEO going better with blogs and content on your website. Start sending out some emails. And then, of course, these analytics is statistics. Look at statistics of the leads coming in, of how much your marketing is working for you or not. If it's not working, fix something. If it is, improve what's doing well. Those kind of basic looks of statistics can really help you to get a grip on it, okay, for 2024. I want your 2024, as I said, to be fantastic. I hope today has really helped all of you. I really appreciate you being here so we can chat. And if you did the survey, thank you very much. That really helps me to tweak in, helping me help you. If you haven't done the survey because you are busy, please do try to get to that and get that back to me, or just do it. You'll get the ebook and then we'll get your survey. All right, guys. Let me see everybody. Let me see the whole group here. Okay, guys, have a fantastic rest of your Friday. Have a fantastic weekend. And some of you, I'm definitely going to be talking to you soon. All right.